Hey there guys, how are you today and welcome to a brand new episode of F1 2010 Career Mode. Today in Budapest for Hungarian Grand Prix. I really hope you're enjoying the series and all the previous episodes, but now let's go to Budapest for the 2010 Hungarian Grand Prix. So here we are in Q1, about to start our fastest lap of qualifying. Always a track I've struggled with Hungary, and of course very high downforce circuit, making it very difficult in the HRT.
Fantastic, you're in pole position at the moment.
So you can see we're actually starting our second lap in qualifying. Our second lap was an improvement on the first, thankfully. The first was shit. And let's keep going. Through turn 1, good exit. We're heading down towards turn 2. Kind of one of those corners that always seems to keep going and going, and really hard to get the power down at the exit. Now a trick right-hander, and now we're coming up to the sector 1, sector 2 split. We're actually not going any faster at the moment, but hopefully by the end of that we will be going a bit better. Now another long corner. Accelerate, we end a bit wide there though, and now we have to brake through a tight chicane. Very easy to spin on the curve here, so we have to be very careful in qualifying and the race with that. And now into very high downforce middle sector we are, by the way. And this is where I really struggle in this car. But I'm going to do my best as always. There we are, understeer like crazy over there. But we are at least going a lot faster. So that's good news. Now we're very much in sector 3 now, only a couple more corners left, 2 quite long hairpins, so we're very wide there, lost a lot of time. What we'll have to do, and one final corner, and it's not one of these really long corners, and onto the home straight now, and our lap is going to be only good enough for P19. So that's where we're going to be starting to race, and now let's go to the Hungarian Grand Prix. Vettel is on pole, Red Bull alongside. There I am on my option tyres in P19, and my teammate in P20. So the lights are coming on here in Hungary. Can we improve in our position? Can we get more points in this HRT? Time to find out. There we go. That was pretty good. Della Rosa there alongside us. And we got past him, but then he's just going to be able to go past her calm us in a straight line. And in fact everywhere. We're going to have to see what we do for turn 1 and go around the outside, surprisingly. Not my normal. Maybe a squeeze out a bit there by the other sailboat, Kamui Kobayashi. But we don't actually lose any places there, but now we do to Timo Glock there. But we are going to try to dive up the inside here. He actually defends the position, and we're now back in P20. Good driving there by Timo Glock, I have to say. And we're now going to have to continue to chase him throughout this race.
Careful when you try the overtake. Watch for any counter.
He goes pretty slowly through there. He went very over the curve. I'm going to dive up the inside here, and he's still holding it around the outside. More fantastic defending there by Timo Glock himself. I'm also going to keep chasing him as fast as possible. I know I'm faster than Timo Glock, surely I am. And just keep going behind Timo Glock here. And he goes a bit wide there, which should slow him down over here, but I'm not exactly driving great, am I? And he was very defensive there, we get very close again, but not enough to make a move. We are now much closer. We're going to dive up the inside here at the penultimate corner, and we've finally been able to get the position.
Remember, you can set the wing in the
Timo Glock is now in P19. Let's keep going, guys. Come on. Glock is right behind us, going towards turn 1, but I think we're going to be able to hold position just about. But we weren't able to challenge Nico Hulkenberg ahead of us there. Moving on now to lap 5, and I believe this is probably our own lap. We've got Lewis Hamilton behind us, he must have pitted. And you can see our tyres are absolutely screwed. Completely red and orange, which means they're completely worn out. And you know, Hamilton has somehow not been able to overtake us. Been behind us for a whole lap now. So I'm really holding him up actually. But now we're going to come in for our pit stop. Come on boys. Nothing much has really happened in this race so far, to be honest, apart from the battle with Glock. So it'll be interesting to see what happens after this pit stop. Go, come on. 3.8 seconds. Not bad by our standards. And we're going to come out in P23 for now. Ahead of Truly at least, which is fine. But let's see though how we do compared to our teammate and the rest of the grid. Of course now we're just waiting for the tyres to warm up and try to get back onto some kind of pace. About to stop lap 18, you can see there's a couple of cars in the pits, there's one. So one car is in the pits. But Truly has caught right up to us now. And is definitely hot looking for an overtake. He goes very wide there. And that nearly gave him an opportunity, but he wasn't able to capitalise on it, was he? The veteran Italian. And we've been able to hold our mighty P22. And now we're on lap 10, we're in P19 because other cars are pitted. Didn't show that because that wasn't very exciting. And we're kind of now in a decent position ahead of De La Rosa. Right, but behind Glock still, which is a bit of a pain. But we do go very wide there on our tyres, maybe getting some wear. And we go over the curve here and we have a kind of half spin. And sadly De La Rosa's been able to get past us. We're going to try to dive up the inside. And we spin out. What a disaster then. Barrichello comes flying past us there. But hopefully we won't lose any more positions. Bit of a disaster there. I made a mistake. We lost a bit of concentration and tried to rectify it with a dive up the inside. And I spun out and lost another position. And now we're end of lap 11. You can see it is starting to rain. There is rain on track. I'm in a crap position anyway. So I'm going to risk it for a chocolate biscuit. And switch on to the intermediate tyres. I don't know if this is going to work well for us, guys, but it's worth a try. I'm in such a shit position anyway. If I can gain something here, I might as well give it a shot. Exit now. 5.1 seconds, honestly. If we get a good idea as we go through turn 1, if we understeer really wide, then we know we've made a bad choice. Well, that's okay, to be fair. No different to normal, to be honest. The question is, will we be able to catch up to Yano Truly and the rest of the field? And the answer, guys, is no, sadly. We're actually going to be lapped by Mark Webber. Our pace wasn't too bad on the intermediate tyres, to be fair. But we just fell too far back into a short circuit, meaning Mark Webber was able to lap us. And we're going to finish in last place.
A slightly disappointing result, but at least we got to the end. Well done.
So there you go, guys. P24, a bit crap, to be honest. I gave it my best shot with the intermediate tyres there and stuff, but it just wasn't to be. Webber won the race, and Massa, Rosberg, Schumacher, Petrov and Liuzzi both did well. And we're still in P8 in the Drivers' Championship. That's not too bad. Still ahead of Jensen Button, which is pretty impressive. But shame this race went so badly. And Webber leads from Alonso, Hamilton, and Vettel. And then there we are, still in P5 in the Constructors. Not too bad at all. So there you go, guys. That was Hungarian Grand Prix. I hope you enjoyed the episode. We are going to have a look at contracts in a second though. So let's have a look. And you can see that we have been offered one by Lotus. But obviously I do want to be given one from a much bigger team, if possible. So tell me, I don't know, I wonder what I should do. But I'm not going to accept from Lotus. I'd rather stay at HRT, where I've done some upgrades, than go to Lotus. And yeah, guys, that was Hungarian Grand Prix. Hope you enjoyed it. And I'll see you guys next time in Spa, my favourite circuit of all, for the 2010 Belgium Grand Prix.